here at the Brian Carr Show tonight on a Ford night. But this isn't a Ford. This is Stu Rosendahl, although you probably would have a hard time understanding without the mask how good looking he is with a mask.
I'm in the witness protection plan tonight.
You know, there are some people who are meant to wear masks, and I think you're one of them. What are you sitting on, Stu?
I am sitting on a 1973 French Solex moped.
Now, you have a Mercury you bring up here most of the time. No Merc tonight.
No Mercury tonight. I opted for the Lick Creek Church of the Brethren carryout, and when we got home and ate a wonderful meal, I decided, you know, it's 6 o'clock. I still got cruise-in time, so I jumped on the Solex rather than the Mercury.
So tell me a little bit about a Solex. What in the world is a Solex?
A Solex is a very simple, made for the masses. Started making them in the late 50s, early 60s. Motors on the front wheel. They are a .49 cc engine, very small, a good 10-speed will smoke right around you. You don't want to ride it on South Main Street. You're taking your life in your own hands. It is, some people will say you need a license, and I say that's wrong. This is not a licensed vehicle.
Basically it's a motorized bike, pretty much, right?
There's a lot of them's got pedals, but some of these mopeds you see going south of town are going 45, 50 mile an hour. This one, if you see this one going 50, it's being towed. So, and they're bulletproof. They're dependable. I buy and sell them and fix them up, and people really like them. There's some of them around, but most of them are hidden away in garages and either forgotten or don't want to sell them.
I'll be darned. Now, how does this thing work? I mean, tell me how this thing operates.
The engine is all self-contained. It's all on the front end. Everything else is like a bicycle. It has front and rear brakes. It has lights, but not lights like you would expect a moped to have. It's got a headlight and a tail light, but no brake lights, no turn lights. The French didn't require them then.
I'll be darned.
It starts real easy. It's got a drive wheel in the center of the little engine unit, and it's got a lever on the front. You can raise and lower that lever. The tires are made for that drive wheel, so you can't use it's a 19-inch wheel. The tires are hard to find and a little pricey, but I had just taken the original tires off of this. Since it's a 73, they were cosmetically challenged. I needed new ones, so it's got new tires on it, and this is its maiden voyage actually.
I'll be darned.
New tires. So
something you said you sell these, something like this. What would it go for? What's a ballpark on that?
Some of them you buy are cosmetically challenged. I'll use that term again. That means they have lived a rough life, but the engines are repairable, but they're almost bulletproof. They're 2-cycle. You mix it 40-to-1. It holds maybe 1.5 quarts of gas, just pump gas. I recommend using the alcohol-free that's available in a couple of stations in the area rather than alcohol-laced fuel. And it's just a great transportation.
How many miles per the quart does this get?
Oh, I suppose you could go 150 mile on that pretty easy.
I'll be darned.
The friend of mine that works on them, I know it'll take you to West Virginia because he's ridden one to West Virginia to see his grandmother and his grandparents.
I'll be darned.
Yes.
I don't think I want to try to take this thing down to West Virginia, but you know some guys who are pretty much off the rails and fearless, so some of your friends probably are more than happy to do something like that.
You sit on this seat from here to Virginia, you'll have a wedgie.
Yes, you will, no doubt. You will see a little of anything here when you get down to the car show on a Thursday night in Bryan, Ohio. That's why we come here on the Q96.5 FM.